The Alliance shall prevail.
Prince Anduin has somehow slipped his guards again. His control over the light is greatly increasing. He was last seen heading to Kunlai Summit. He gave our mages the slip around the Valley of the Emperors. Can you find him? He insists on searching for what he claims is a counter to the Divine Bell. Perhaps you can talk some sense into him before he seizes control of your mind and has you dance your way back here. Taylor, you've got to give Anduin more credit. He's actually on to something, but you think, oh, he's just a kid. He's just a prince. He doesn't know anything. Yeah.
The soldiers
I like you, Taylor, but come on, man. Gotta give Anduin a bit more credit. Hey, Admiral Taylor asked me to hitch you a ride to the Valley of the Emperors. Looking for you, I'm Prince Anduin's best gal. We're friends. But don't go telling Agent Donnelly. Agent Connolly. Excuse me. That man's bound to get all jealous, and I don't want him popping a cap into the royal sun. Are you saying that you and Connolly are already a thing? Anyway, I know right where the prince is hiding, so I'll take you right to him. Can't say I approve of the boy roaming around by himself, but I can understand his thinking. I still cannot believe the Horde stole the Divine Bell, after everything we did to keep it safe in Darnassus. Yeah, it's almost like it could have taken the power of a Nethrazine to pull it off, considering the amount of things that Jaina did to prevent that from happening. I heard that Lady Jaina's still in shock about what happened. Yeah, she is not in a good place right now. She was ready to forgive the Horde for the destruction of Theramore. She was ready to forge a new future for the Kirintor, one where the Horde, allied Sun Reavers, and the Alliance-sided Silver Covenant could work together in peace. I heard her say it myself, that Dalaran would be a shining example of peace between the Alliance and Horde for the rest of the world. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? And then the Sun Reavers betray her trust and open portals straight to the Bell from her own city. Course she going to feel upset. Course she going to got the right to throw those nasty Sun Reavers out of Dalaran. She didn't just throw them out, she killed them. Still, I can't help but get an uneasy feeling that the Horde ain't going to take that quietly. It does bother me that some of the Alliance just have no problem with, these civilians being killed just because they were Horde. So, their lives don't matter. And now Garrosh has the Divine Bell. He could attack us any day. I hope Anduin's got some plan up his sleeve. I wouldn't say it's a plan, but let's just say we're about to get some interesting help from an unlikely, unexpected source. Good luck. You're gonna need it. Anduin?
Can you believe the majesty of this place?
I'm glad you made it, my friend. I could really use your help with what is to come. My father would prefer that I remain in the safe custody of his legion. But if there's one thing that Pandaria has taught me, it's that few people in the right place at the right time can make a bigger difference than the greatest of armies.
Stay safe.
Ever since the Horde captured the Divine Bell, I've been searching for a means to counter its power. My research has gotten as far as this tomb. I'm going inside. If you follow me, I will share the rest as we go. If we get separated, meet me back here at the entrance of the tomb. Speak to me when you're ready to proceed. Now, this gives it away, basically right away. But, I think Anduin's about to explain it to us.
I will see you soon. There's work to be done here.
Anduin, why are we here? According to my research, the Pandaren long ago made a special mallet that was intended for the Divine Bell. Okay. When using the mallet on the Divine Bell, the Pandaran monks were able to create pure harmony. But then the Monkey King, oh gosh, one day decided to steal the mallet and hide it as a prank. There's no record of the mallet after that. A prankster, huh? Hi, Anger. What I did find, however, was the final resting place of the infamous Monkey King. Note the Hosen here that are in jade, as well as the Mogu, just frozen in time in jade. Lots of Mogu and Hosen just frozen here in jade. The tricky part is he was frozen in jade while dueling a Mogu that history names the Jade Warlord. And there they are. I found an incantation to release these two from their prison, but it will release both of them. Once I cast this, defeat the Jade Warlord before he can get his bearings. So you can see here, there's the Jade Warlord, and the Monkey King was on top of his weapon. They were in the middle of a fight. He's got his own weapon. It's not Fuzan that we get in Legion, but he will help us get it, because the Monkey King does have quite a history with that. Also, as you know, if you've seen me show the Burdens of Xiao Hao, you'll probably remember that, 10,000 years ago, that the Monkey King was actually a close friend of Xiao Hao. And this was what happened to the Monkey King. He's been frozen here in jade for 10,000 years. But yeah, this is where we first meet the Monkey King.
Have you ever seen such a place?
Alright, I'm ready. Release the Monkey King. Here goes nothing. My research did not have nice things to say about this Jade Warlord, so be ready for battle.
On back wickets!
Keep your guard up.
Free at last, and now to be rid of you filthy hoes and rebels! The Empire will rise again.
Oh, but the first thing he says when we release him is, "I'm back!" I love that. So before we talk to him, he has his own unique voice actor, so he's got some poke lines. Or at least one I know of. I'm going to try and play it for you.
What's cooking? What's cooking? You do making brick chicken for brain sticky stealing nib grubbing dibs nibbling face jabber. Also you smell like gin you.
I love that. Oh, he does that whole thing. I mean, it's the typical kind of cursing you'd hear from a Hosen. And he sounds like Joe Pesci in Home Alone. Just, he's cursing without actually cursing, you know? I love that. And then he throws in that at the end, also you smell like gin you. I love that. I like the Monkey King. I don't love him, but I like him. He's not the best or most entirely likable person, but he's endearing. He has his own endearment and charm to him. Also get used to rhyming, because as you can see, he then says,
You come asking for the Monkey King? Let us see how well you can sing. Who are you, so tiny and boring? Your cause is silly, you leave me snoring. 3 riddles I will ask. These riddles are a task. Finish each without pause, and we shall see if I help your cause.
Ha! Good one!
Woo-hoo-hoo! Son of a duke! Pins and needles, legs are asleep, hand is asleep, nibs are asleep.
Your Grace? Hold on. This is going really fast. Let me try
Your Grace? Ooh, Your Grace! I am not Emperor, little thing. You stand before the Monkey King.
My apologies. My name is Anduin Rin. This champion and I need your help.
Help? You saved me from eternity trapped in jade. I'm gonna throw you the biggest party you ever made.
Well, thank you, but this is hardly the time for a party. A dangerous war leader named Garrosh has found the Divine Bell. We need the harmonic mallet to counter it.
Oh, the missing harmonic mallet, eh? Oh, such a silly name. So you come find the king because he is to blame?
Well, my research said that you were the last one to...
Don't worry, you're in the right place. But let's first see if it comes... No, if I like what comes out of your face. Free! Free at last after 10,000 years. This is a happy day. Very happy day. Very, very happy day. Gonna need biggest party ever. With nibs and dibs and brews and jungle hosen and mountain hosen and sky hosen. So, you wake up the Monkey King for a mallet, Answer first these riddles 3, and then the mallet you shall see. First riddle. Softly singing a song of pain, there is a creature tortured and lame. Way down south and beyond the wall, it hides from its wicked master's call. Seek out the creature, sad and somber, and free it from its untamed amber. Bring me the untamed amber. You want to stop the Divine Bell? We need the mallet first. You want the mallet? We need to be friends first. You want to be friends? We need a metal brew first. You want a metal brew? You need to go to the Shrine of Fellowship first. You want to go to the Shrine of Fellowship? Great! It's in the Jade Forest southeast of the Tian Monastery. Ring the bell and get the Monkey King some brew out there. Oh, you may have to fight for it. The mallet you seek is not a toy for children. It calls trouble like the song of a siren. A test of strength the Monkey King will require before you receive this tool of your desire. At the Temple of the White Tiger you will find a challenger to test how well you are resigned. Step through the main door and then turn right down the ramp. Challenge the Ook waiting for you there like a champ.
Yeah. I'll try to lead the king back to Lion's Landing and see if I can't persuade him to volunteer the information we need. In the meantime, I'd say to try and solve his riddles and meet us there. Alright. So yeah, there are some things about the Monkey King I do like, but I don't necessarily like pranksters in general. To me, pranksters... How do I say this? One of my issues with pranksters is that at times you need to take things seriously. And then there are times where it feels like pranksters just... They come across as people that don't take things seriously, especially when they decide to do pranks at the wrong time. Like, let's say, at a time that is serious, and we're not really... It's not really a good time for pranks. There is a time and place for pranks. I'm not saying pranks in general are like a terrible, horrible, awful thing. But, at the same time, like, what some people can see as a prank can go too far. I myself, in real life, have been on the other side of the receiving end of some pranks that I did not consider to be funny because I was the one on the receiving end, and they were exactly the kind of pranks that, in my opinion... Well, let's just say they were... I think pranks should be funny for everyone involved, including those on the receiving end. Not just those who are committing it and then are basically committing something... some kind of a quote-unquote prank on someone that either humiliates them or even hurts them. At that point, that's not a prank. That's just doing something horrible to somebody to make yourself laugh, when really, like, if that's the kind of thing that makes you laugh or entertains yourself, then I think you really need to have a look at yourself and see what kind of a person you are. If that's the kind of thing that, well... I think those kind of pranks do more harm than good. That's how I feel about it. However, fortunately, I don't consider the Monkey King to be in that kind of territory. He's not someone who is always how the heck do you get to this? I'm trying to see, like, where exactly do I go to find this? Do I go in here? Is there a way through here to do that? No. Like, where exactly am I supposed to find and defeat this challenger? Because it's supposed to be down there, but where do I go to... Oh, step through the main door and then turn right down the ramp. Oh, right here. Oh, I didn't even notice this little opening. My bad. What? How did you get here before me?
Ha! Didn't expect to see you here, me here, did you? The Monkey King does not delegate jewelry. Now, are you hero? Are you wicked?
I challenge you, Monkey King.
Good one.
Ick! Quick, strong, dangerous. You know how to stick it. I'm no longer afraid. You just some filthy wicked. Solve the other riddles I am demanding, and then meet me down south at Lion's Landing.
Now, I made that look easy, but the idea is that he's quite the talented monk in his own right. In fact, he is regarded as a brewmaster. Like, as in the tank monk spec. So, because he's usually, like, involved in that. Like, he'll be involved in the brewmaster quest in Legion. He will be a follower in the monk order hall, basically in the same category as Chen, which both are brewmasters. In fact, they're both labeled as brewmasters on the follower table when you can send them out on missions. So even though I made that look easy, the idea is that he's no slouch when it comes to fighting. There we go. All right.
Ah, so there is one who wishes to taste the might of the metal brew.
Sam the Wise.
Be warned, this recipe has been handed down from generation to generation, taught to my family by the great Monkey King himself. Its flavor is intended for friends to share after a battle. Come, friend, and battle me if you dare. Pain don't hurt. Well done, hero. I yield to your might. Enjoy this well-earned brew. The recipe has been in my family for over 10,000 years. Once enjoyed by the Monkey King himself, they say.
He is the Metal Brewmaster. Alright. Let's see. We have to go back to the Dread Wastes. Because, of course, if we're going to find amber, where else would we look for it than the place of the manted, right? Like, just an overabundance of amber in the Dread Wastes. It's so odd that for some reason the talent in Dragon Riding you get that replenishes your vigor is just simply not here in Remix. Oh, an untamed Ambertail. Hello. Alright. We have solved all 3 riddles. Looks like Galleon is up. And he's already getting killed. I wonder if I can reach them before he dies. Well, he's not dying fast, so... Probably. I wonder if someone is actually trying to solo it. It's like I may as well go ahead and try to help. Well, whoever is fighting this thing is certainly not super geared, because it is taking a while to kill this thing. Where even the warband of the warmongers are actually like getting time to actually come down here. And that usually does not happen. Holy mackerel. I wonder how I am compared to everyone else here. How I am doing in terms of like damage and such. And apparently I have now drawn the attention of the world boss. There's probably no tanks here unless I've just straight up taken the aggro off of whatever tank is actually here. Because Galleon's just facing me. And I'm dead. That reincarnation actually already got procced. That's funny. Now, I'm not hitting release at the moment because what I'm concerned about, and I've had this happen before, I'll release, and then the graveyard is really far away, and then by the time I get back, they've already killed it, and I don't get credit for it because I wasn't nearby when it happened. So what I'm actually wanting and hoping for right now, even though some of the people are apparently already dying, is that they're going to kill it before I release, and therefore I'll get credit, and that way I can just go ahead and release and not have to worry about actually getting credit or anything from that. Don't cause it to respawn. Don't pull it away. There we go. See, look how far away we are from my corpse. Can't do this while I'm dead. Always interesting how this place looks when you're dead, right? Of course, I'm a night elf, so I get to fly back as a wisp. Probably going to need to take a moment to repair when we get there.
I have many, many wares.
Jibbit!
Ah, the wisest thing returns. Have you my amber?
Off!
Ah, amber! Fresh and untamed! Did you kill to get it? But of course. Though free, the untamed amber is a dangerous thing, and many might die because of it. Mercy comes in many forms, like spikes and mantin and really ookin spooky storms.
Ha! Good one!
Ah, the metal brew is strong and lasting, a brew to be shared with friends after a battle. Emperor Shao Hao and his Monkey King had many a round in our day, many battles and many good friends.
Off!
Why engage in duelry? Why engage in foolery? You ask the Monkey King for an artifact of power. I have to make sure when the time comes, you will not cower. One tough duker, you think you might be who can be, but against Mogu, many will turn and flee.
Jibbit!
So, riddles 3 you answered me. Good, good. The Monkey King is not so old that he tells just anyone his tricks. It was the greatest prank ever. You want to hear a story of the mallet and the monkey? Too bad, no choice.
Ha! Good one!
There once was a jibby nib mallet all shiny and divine, but the ooken bell it was meant for could never be mine. The Mogu had stolen the bell. What is a hosen to do? But think of the horror if those dukers stole the mallet too. Mogu were not bright. They failed to see things for what they are. The Monkey King broke the mallet and sent the pieces afar. My hosen took the pieces and scattered them across the lands. Disguised as nifty nibs, never to fall into Mogu hands. The head, the handle, these two must be made as one. Combined with evil's ointment, the bell's evil can be undone. If Garrosh has the bell, then there is only one thing to do. I'll send for my hosen friends. The mallet must be made anew.
Can you believe the majesty of this place?
It looks like it's going to take us a few days to track all these minions down. Thank you for your help. Meet me in Lion's Landing in a few days and we will embark and track down these objects.
Stay safe.
We fast forward a few days. Remember, time gated and daily quest gated back in the day, so that's why they have that there.
What's dukin'?
In pieces 3, the mallet be. Handle, head, and ointment. You ring the bell without the mallet, you're going to get an ear and face full of evil. There once was a chief named Ingu, who beat me in a drink boogaloo. He took the mallet's handle for winning, not knowing you can't beat the king in drinking. Monkey King had to hide the mallet from the bell, but Ingu's children do not use the handle well. Over the years they have used the handle to do harm. Now we must find the current chief so we can disarm. Go south to Ungamungu, Monkey King meet you there. Only wicked show to a party with hands bare.
Jibbit! Off!
Monkey King received word on where to find the head. The hosen who got it has long since been dead. Kunzan chiefs passed the relic from father to son, but then Vermin Skicket came and the head it won. Now the wicked worships it in a hollow, since it was too ookin big for him to swallow. I sent a royal finder north to find him and stand. Look for finder in mountains west of the heartland.
Ha! Good one!
Legends are not born, they are made. Much like your next target, a Mogu named the Blade. In his bags you will find an ointment whose sound plays with the mind. Bring this nibby ointment to the Monkey King, and with it he shall make the mallet sing. Travel north along the wall, and when you reach the end, turn left.
Let's try and avoid the fatigue that happens over here. Although I can grab this bronze while I'm at it. Meow. Meow. I am so looking forward to the pre-patch next week for War Within. Just so I can see all these different mounts we have now be able to do this. That's not just going to be dragon riding mounts, but a lot of our other mounts we've collected over the years is going to be able to actually do this. It's going to be so fun to look at and see. Also, there's the gigantic whale shark over there. The shrouded system. Wow, jeez, that thing is so big. Heh. I did not mean to get this quest.
Monkey King is not in charge. Chief Ingu in charge. Listen to the chief.
You'll notice the Monkey King has already walked in and basically taken over leadership here of this place. He's already made them his entourage. Yeah, this is a part of the Monkey King I don't like.
No! Monkey King no take rod! You no take rod! This not even real Monkey King! Chief Ingu have rod from Father Ingu, and his father before him, and his father before him. Monkey King give rod to my family in long ago time. My family becomes chiefs. No hosen live that long. None.
But that is the real Monkey King. He was just frozen in time.
Funny looking wicked.
No, silly wicked cannot take the hosen mighty rod. Oh, Ingo was a great hosen, good leader, nice parties, and good booze.
Ha! Good one!
Artifacts not make great people great. Artifacts allow people to become more of themselves. Good becomes gooder, bad becomes better, and Chief Ingu became worser.
Oh!
We will return to King's Landing. Meet us there when you have everything.
What's funny is that even though he has a unique voice actor, he doesn't really have any voice acting in Pandaria. He does get some voice acting later on in Legion when we encounter him again, but for the most part, basically he doesn't have any actual voice acting in Pandaria other than like those poke lines that I've basically showed off to you. That's basically all he's got when it comes to voice acting in this expansion. And it's just weird. It's like, you give him a voice actor, but then you don't give him any actual scenes of voice acting. You know? It's like, if you're going to give him a voice actor, doesn't that mean he's actually going to get some voice acting to do? Because otherwise, at that point, you're just kind of like bringing in the voice actor and paying him to not really do much. But hey, it's not like we haven't seen good voice actors wasted, right? It's a good thing I've got dragon riding mounts in this, because can you, think about how long this used to take back in the day when you had just the regular flying mounts? Ah, the Royal Finder, part of his entourage.
Fluffy Wicket stole the mallet head. Cons and Hosen lost it many years ago. Now the Fluffy Wickets hide it inside their lair and worship the head like it's some kind of fancy schmancy carrot. Be careful, those Fluffy Wickets bite hard.
Skicket, keeper of the light thingy.
Nah, you don't take it.
And now, we're going to be heading over here to Kunlai. Or not to Kunlai, to the Townlong Steppes. Actually, it looks like it's going to be right at the border of the Townlong Steppes in Kunlai. Ooh, hello. Oops. By the way, think about how jarring of a tone it is to go from the Purge of Dalaran to the Monkey King. Like, just like, kind of like one right after the other. It's like, huh, okay. Like, we just had one of the darkest, in my opinion, one of the darkest events that you can have in Warcraft, the Purge of Dalaran. And then we have this little adventure with the Monkey King.
You will fail! Ugh.
I don't think so. Notice that the entourage is here now. Personal assistants. An engraving reads, "Spill no evil." Get it?
Yep. Gibbet. Ha!
What vermin do not understand? They worship, fight, or flee. I should send them a few statues of me.
Oh,
How the Mogu found the ointment is a wonder, but a lot has happened since the world tore asunder. Woot!
Gibbet.
Alright, we have the handle, the head, and the ointment like you asked for. Can you reassemble the mallet?
Hey, yup, silly young'un, just put one in whole. And the mallet shall again be whole. Good as be new, but listen to the Monkey King. You only have enough ointment for one true swing.
Whoops. Only one swing? Are we sure that this will work? Is there any other way to get more ointment?
The Monkey King was there the last time this mallet struck true. Tears came to eyes and harmony was felt through and through. But no more ointment was ever made, for the Mogu came with their raid. Use what you have. Be grateful it is there, for the bell is a dangerous weapon, so handle with care.
Only one swing. Also exalted with the Operation Shield Wall. Yay! Which I have now done with a Time Runner and just in general as well. So that is nice. I'll be able to have that carry over.
Good to see you, friend. We mustn't fail.
Horde forces are amassing in huge numbers at the Emperor's Reach, high up in the mountains of Kunlai Summit. The area is an ancient Mogu palace, and certainly a source of untold power. This can only mean one thing. Garrosh is going to use the Divine Bell, and Anduin and the Harmonic Mallet are both missing. I have no doubt that the fool boy went north by himself. I don't have time to gather an elite force to detain him. You must go and stop Anduin. Fanny can take you.
The Alliance must prevail.
Now, why do I have to stop him? Why can't I just
King's
help
counting
him?
on us.
Oh, that's right, because Taylor is still...
He's a prince, and prince shouldn't do these things. It's not becoming of a prince of Stormwind.
Let's go to Emperor's Reach, Fanny. Oh, it's about time you showed up. Doomsday is a-coming. Well, don't worry, Superman will take... Oh, wait, no, that's the wrong Doomsday. Garrosh is amassing his troops on the northern side of Kunlai Summit. So this is basically the finale of the Operation Shield Wall campaign on the Alliance side. He's going to use the Divine Bell and light help us if we can't stop him in time. I'll talk more about this, but let's just say this is going to have some pretty important lasting effects. Anduin went on the head, that cheeky light-spouting called Clod-brained fool. Boy's naive enough to think that he can change the Horde and save the world, but he's still just a child. And yet he's one of the few in the Alliance who actually has a brain. You either got to stop the boy or help him. One of the two. And this mindset is not, she's not the only one who has this idea that there's no way the Horde can be changed or, that you can save the world. And plus, you're just a child. What would you know? Children don't know anything, right? We're amassing an army to head Garrosh off, but that will take time, and the prince may already be in danger. Of course, their tune is going to change when a Legion comes around and all of a sudden Anduin has to be the one in charge. Oh, why can't this dang kite go any faster? And, well, let's just say, considering what we know is going to be going on with Anduin by the time we get to War Within, well, yeah, how things have changed. How time has gone by and how much Anduin has gone through. Can I just say, I'm really looking forward to the portion. As much as we have massive problems and gripes with Shadowlands, and believe me, I have plenty. I could talk a lot about my gripes and problems with Shadowlands. But there are some good moments in there. Moments that were really, really good. One of those things was what Anduin went through. Especially that moment at the end in the raid, Sepulchre, with him finally getting broken free of the jailer's control, seeing Varian again, as well as Varrock, which of course led to what he is currently dealing with, which is good stuff, in my opinion. Quick, they haven't spotted us yet. I'll be back for reinforcements. Yeah, from here you can see, oh, there's Garrosh and the bell. Whatever you do, hero, you're doing for the Alliance. Uh-huh. Now, I want you to pretend that my Horde hero shows up here, ready to participate in this with Garrosh. And both my Alliance and Horde character run to each other, and they see what Garrosh is about to do, and they both know this is stupid. My Alliance character here finds out that my Horde character hates Garrosh as much as the Alliance does and wants to take him down, so they want to help work together here. Because it's basically going to be the same thing that we deal with here. Except for one little difference in terms of the very end of this. Basically, at the very end is one of the main differences here. But you'll see over here, here's Anduin with that mallet. Because, yeah.
We're far from home, friend.
Oh, just the demon hunter I was hoping to see. You couldn't have arrived at a better time.
Be careful.
Garrosh is right over there, and he's going to ring that bell at any moment. We don't have time for waiting for my father's army. This is our only chance to stop him. I'll attempt to appeal to his senses before resorting to using the harmonic mallet. Charge in whenever you're ready, and I'll be right behind you. Now, I didn't get to properly show off the fight with Ishii on my Horde character, so I'll try and do so here, but basically, what I want to attempt to do is show off as much of the different variances of the Shaw that are going to be influencing Ishii during the fight. And you'll hear him say things that are in relation to that particular Shaw.
I will see you soon.
We are the Horde! We are slaves to nothing and no one! With the Divine Bell, I will burn away any remnants of weakness within us. Fear, despair, hatred, doubt. The lesser races are buried beneath their weight. But we will control their power. Together, we will destroy the Alliance and claim what is rightfully ours! Let our song of victory begin! We will drive them into the ground!
I like how Garrosh thinks that these things are still his Kor'kron soldiers. Somehow...
Yes. Feel the power within. Fight your fears. Conquer your hatred.
Like, at this point, those are not even his Kor'kron anymore. They're just remnants of the Shaw.
Yes. Feel the power within. Fight your fears. Conquer your hatred. Our victory is all but assured with the power of the bell on our side.
Stop, Garrosh! You do not know what that bell is capable of.
So, in the end, it is not Varian, but his whelp who comes to face me. You run bravely to your death, young one.
I will not let you do this. I swear to it.
Stop me then, human. This pain! I cannot control it! Fight the Shah. Master it. Use it!
Come on.
Do you speak the truth, Garrosh? Can the Horde truly survive another war? Doubt is for the weak. Do not question your strength, Ishi. We will.
So yeah, that's the Shaw of Doubt.
Must. The Horde will prevail.
Now you'll notice that Anduin is helping, but I'm pointing this out only because I didn't point out on my Horde character that Anduin does the same thing on our Horde character. That he helps us regardless of which character we're playing. So again, I'm trying to, I want you guys to pretend as if both our Horde and Alliance characters work together here, realizing how...
I've lost so much, War Chief. Our family's dead. Our friends lost. Our homeland gone. How much more must our people suffer? Our suffering is at an end. When this war is won, our people will see prosperity at last.
Just trying to show off as much of the different Shaw that affect Ishi here as I can. Consuming Despair.
Why should we be slaves to honor when we could slaughter the children of our enemies while they sleep? My blade thirsts for Alliance blood.
Hatred.
Control your hatred, Ishi. There is killing, and then there is murder. Direct your rage to our enemies.
Coming from Garrosh, that is hilariously ironic. That he's doing this whole, oh, there's a massive difference between killing and murder. I'm like, really, Garrosh? Coming from you? Of all people? See, here's the thing about Garrosh. He has a perception of what he thinks is orc honor, and what is actual orc honor. And he tells himself these things to make him sound more like he's an actual orc than he actually is. And that was an example right there.
Night, I see the faces of all those I have slain. Where do our spirits go after our bodies lay cold?
Fear.
I fear death. Use your fear, Ishi. Turn it on your foes. When death arrives, will you stand and face it, or kneel in defeat?
But you can see, like, when he gets a different one, even though the colors are not quite showing it, that the Shaw that is showing there when they take over is basically supposed to see there. You'll also see that because the Shaw of Fear is now kind of, like, affecting him, that he's casting a fear on me. And I like that he gets a different thing consuming of this particular Shaw You know, whenever it's actually affecting him differently. So I think we, hopefully before he dies, we'll see the last of the Shaw that's affecting him. I think. I don't know if it's a timed thing or a health thing. I honestly don't know. It might be the last one. I'm not entirely sure. Anduin, you want to cast any more heals? No? Never mind.
War Chief, I have failed you. Yes, Ishi, you have. Your interference has cost me a great warrior, young prince. You'll pay with your life!
That is where you are wrong, Garrosh. The Mogu made the Divine Bell to create chaos, but the Pandaren created a special mallet to turn the echoes of that chaos into perfect harmony. That mallet was hidden for thousands of years, until now.
Die, whelp! Your alliance must be at its end if you're sending your children against me. I will let you live, so that you can tell your king of the price of his continued defiance.
And of course, Garrosh flies away. I'm convinced that if Garrosh had actually tried to kill us here, we would have killed him. Also, I'm amused that there's still a whole bunch of Korkron just kind of standing around watching. Now they're like, what do we do? Because they're like, we're not taking that Demon Hunter on. No way. Now, when I did this on... You can see this when I did this on my Horde campaign. When I did this first on my Horde character, and I saw that, I was just like, oh my gosh! Anduin! Now, I know he's not dead. Obviously, we all know he's not dead, because he's about to be in War Within. But I want you to imagine this was when Pandaria was first out, and this was new content, and people didn't know where the story was going. So this happens, and you're playing on Horde, and you see that, and you're like, oh my gosh, did we just kill Anduin? Now, what I would like to... Now, it didn't quite show. What I'd like to visually think happened, in terms of what happened there, is that when Garrosh went to attack him, what he did is he struck Anduin, knocked Anduin back into the bell, and doing so basically caused the bell to shatter. And that thing isn't exactly light. And Anduin then fell on the ground, and then the bell broke apart and fell on top of his body. And that is not light stuff. That's heavy stuff. Anduin looks like a crumbled doll. He lays as small as a stone, and the only movement comes from the frigid air that is ruffling his fair golden hair. You sit quietly for a while until the cold settles into your bones. The bell is destroyed, but the silence is deafening. Out of the corner of your eye, you see the slightest flicker from the boy's hand. You lean in close. He breathes, but just barely. He's alive. Did we do it? Anduin mumbles the words, even though the effort clearly costs him. Look in my bag. Use flare. Oh, I saw your flare. I came in as quick as I could. Oh no! Prince Anduin! Don't worry, I'll get Anduin back to Lion's Landing safely. We'll meet you there. Yeah, I would be very careful getting him out of there. Don't just pull him, because that stuff is not light. By the way, in case you want to know, and I checked this on my Horde character, when you target Anduin, he's not labeled as dead. He's at 1% health. Got about 3,000 health left, but yeah, 1% health. Just to make it clear that he's not dead. But barely. Like I'm trying to say, that thing is not light, as in all that heavy rubble there is crushing his body. And if you want to know what the damage is, well, we're about to find out. Yep. Anduin's just laying there trying to recover, but as we're about to find out, he's really, really badly hurt. I imagine Misha is already here, already working on trying to help him.
Greetings.
But they're going to need more than just Misha to help out Anduin right now. Huh, there's Fenny and Sully.
The Alliance shall prevail.
I hesitate to guess what would have happened if you had not been there with the young prince. Today you put an end to Garrosh's plans. You have undoubtedly saved thousands of lives, and most importantly, you brought Anduin back to us. We're doing everything we can for the boy, but we can only wait and see. I believe he has the fight in him. I must believe it.
He chokes up and looks away.
We mustn't fail.
Garrosh attacked my son? Where is he?
Anduin!
Oh, Anduin, what were you thinking? I should have sent you back to Stormwind.
He's alive, but his bones are shattered.
Send for Velen. Bring him here at once.
My king, I promise you, the Kirin Tor will come down on Garrosh so hard his ancestors will reel. Blood will pay for blood!
Jaina. I will end Garrosh for this. His horde already crumbles beneath him. We will deliver the final blow. Champion, you and Anduin thwarted the War Chief today, and won the Alliance a critical victory. But please, leave me now. I must tend to my son, and prepare for our next battle.
Of course. So I don't know if you caught that, but Jaina said that his bones were shattered. So yeah, I want you to imagine Anduin having every bone in his body just shattered. Somehow still alive, but yeah, every bone in his body just crushed. This event had lasting effects on Anduin going forward. Fortunately, he would recover, and of course they're going to get Velen in here, and Velen's, of course, we know how good Velen is as a healer. But, yeah. This event would have effects on Anduin going forward, and, well, I was just talking about how he's going to be dealing with even more. Anduin's been through a lot, if it's not clear. Also, it gave me, once again, what I already got on when I did this on the Horde side, including that one there. And so that does it for the Operation Shield Wall campaign. So, that officially ends the Alliance-specific content here for this campaign. There's a little bit more Alliance content I can show you guys, though, but we're going to have to head on over to the Isle of Thunder. Stay tuned.